today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Los Angeles taking the field, led by Justin Herbert, third-year man out of Oregon, whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now it's Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his 2nd season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 20. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. Room here to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Draw play. It's Eckler. And some room to roam now. The 40. 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are. In for 6. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. A give running right, Etienne. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 99 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the counter, Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Jaguars at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. On first down, right back to Etienne. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to be.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. L.A. readies for its next possession. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Screen play, here's Etienne. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. One more time with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Etienne up the middle. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They find some open field here. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go option to the short side. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now shakes off the sack. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there at holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He'll get this to Eckler.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To the air again, Herbert.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Herbert.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Second down at 4.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Throws out wide, and he's got Austin Eckler.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 16 yards.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Herbert throwing again. His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second and goal, Herbert.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Now Herbert, third and goal. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A final shot before break. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And some room to work. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Patterson now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached half. No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 230 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. ETN once more. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. ETN is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They started on the ground with Eckler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, box cut. Let's go.
Here's a give to Etienne. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. A handoff for Etienne.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And Ingram hauls it in. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 17-yard line.
A give to Etienne running right.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Etienne.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate that feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
Etienne with it.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A handoff running left is Etienne.
And he takes it in. in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Herbert on first down now. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Agnew now to return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll run here with Etienne to about the 26 here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They'll try to run with ETN. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Once more, ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Again, Herbert. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On the counter, ETN. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 27, Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
One last throw here for Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Jaguars, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.